How much do you truly know about Thibaut Courtois? He's widely considered the best goalkeeper of his generation, perhaps Real Madrid's greatest ever, and without doubt one of the finest shot stoppers the game has ever known. But there was one particular night in the 2022 UEFA Champions League final when this man practically transformed into an octopus on the pitch. He didn't just save shots, he erased them. Arms everywhere. Reflexes from another planet. That night, he wasn't just a goalkeeper. He was a beast in gloves. Now, imagine being Liverpool that season. They were chasing history. A clean sweep of all 4 major trophies. They'd already bagged the EFL Cup and FA Cup, both in tight penalty shootouts. But unfortunately, just days before the Champions League final, they missed out on the Premier League trophy by just 1 point in a dramatic final day of the league season against Manchester City. Still, there was one final mountain to climb, the Champions League. The biggest one. They arrived in Paris hungry, motivated, and desperate to finish the season with a bang. But standing in their way was Real Madrid, a team that had already pulled off one of the most unbelievable Champions League runs in recent memory. Madrid had been written off multiple times that season. They needed miracle comebacks against PSG, Chelsea, and Manchester City just to reach the final. And in every round, it was Courtois who kept them alive when things looked impossible. Now, here they were, once again battered, doubted, but still standing. And Courtois, he was about to deliver the performance of a lifetime. And for the Reds, the motivation ran even deeper. They were still haunted by their loss to the same opponents on the same stage in the same competition. 4 years prior, they had lost the Champions League final to Real Madrid in 2018.
Benzema, we've got the option to Marcelo. Oh, the carrier, side's gone in! Oh, no. Oh, my Lord, to go behind in the Champions League final. It's round the drums and it just hits him straight away, doesn't it?
Oh, he's gone for it. It's over, and Real Madrid have won their 3rd consecutive UEFA Champions League. What a night! No thanks to calamitous errors from Loris Karius. This time, though, they came for revenge. And you could tell from the very first whistle that they wanted the Spaniards to feel what they felt in 2018. But it just wasn't to be for Liverpool. That night, Courtois broke records and hearts. He made 9 saves, the first in the 16th minute. Trent Alexander-Arnold received a pass from Henderson, found space in the box, and crossed into Salah, who tried to sneak it in with a cheeky flick. The ball was on target, but Courtois was there. Liverpool came again right after. Luis Diaz's shot was blocked by Carvajal, while Thiago's curler was easily handled by Courtois. Liverpool continued to mount pressure on Real Madrid, and in the 17th minute came knocking again. Sadio Mane inside the box received a pass from Robertson and set up Salah for a one-time shot. It was well struck, but Courtois made the stop look easy. Mo Salah was really in the mood that night. He had been taken off in the 2018 final in tears after injury from Sergio Ramos, so he took this game personally. After Liverpool qualified for the 2022 final, he tweeted, "We have a score to settle," clearly referring to 2018. The Egyptian was extra motivated, and to be fair, he backed it up on the pitch. With the way he played, it could have been an all-time performance, if not for a certain octopus on the other team. Liverpool continued to mount pressure on Real Madrid, and in the 17th minute came knocking again. Sadio Mane inside the box received a pass from Robertson and set up Salah for a one-time shot. It was well struck, but Courtois made the stop look easy. Mo Salah was really in the mood that night. He had been taken off in the 2018 final in tears after injury from Sergio Ramos, so he took this game personally. After Liverpool qualified for the 2022 final, he tweeted, "We have a score to settle," clearly referring to 2018. The Egyptian was extra motivated, and to be fair, he backed it up on the pitch. With the way he played, it could have been an all-time performance if not for a certain Octopus on the other team. In the 34th minute, after failing with his feet, Salah tried with his head, connecting with a cross from Trent Alexander-Arnold, but his tame header went straight at Courtois. Minutes before halftime, Real Madrid thought they had scored when Karim Benzema put the ball in the net after confusion in Liverpool's box. But the linesman's flag cut short celebrations. The VAR check lasted 3 minutes, 20 seconds, as referees debated Fabinho's touch, but the goal was disallowed. We went into halftime goalless. Liverpool fans hoped the break would affect Courtois' form, but instead, it seemed to disrupt Liverpool's focus. In the 59th minute, against the run of play, Valverde crossed into the box, and Vinicius, left unmarked by Trent Alexander-Arnold, slotted it in. Heartbreaking for Liverpool, though at least the goal came early. From the first half, the Reds still backed themselves to get a goal back. They picked up and went attacking. A few minutes later, Trent sent a dangerous cross into the box, but Courtois punched it out. In the 64th minute, a motivated Mo Salah received a pass from Henderson, cut in, and curled a shot from outside the box. Yes, Courtois was there again to save. Searching for an equalizer, Klopp made big changes. He took off Diaz in the 65th minute for Jota, then in the 77th minute replaced Henderson and Thiago with Keita and Firmino. Liverpool ended with 4 attackers. Jota had instant impact, rising to connect with a cross and finding Salah near goal. The Egyptian struck, but once again, the Octopus in green was there. He was a nightmare for Salah that night, and he wasn't done haunting the Egyptian. Minutes later, a quick interchange between Salah and Firmino ended with Salah shooting from outside the box. The ball deflected off Jota, slightly changing direction, but still Courtois got a hand to it and pushed it out for a corner. Incredible. In the final moments, Liverpool still refused to give up. In the 82nd minute, Salah received a ball over the top from Fabinho, brought it down, ran into the box, and shot with his right foot. But Courtois stretched an arm and sent it out for a corner. Salah hit the floor, a subtle sign of agony and exhaustion. On a different day, he could have had a Champions League final hat trick, but Courtois didn't let him get even one. The Belgian was impenetrable. Liverpool had 24 attempts, 20 more than Real Madrid. They had 9 shots on target, 6 from Salah, but every single one was saved by Courtois. Meanwhile, Real Madrid scored from their only shot on target. Some say it was bad luck, but really, it was Courtois. That game could have gone on 90 more minutes, and Liverpool still wouldn't have scored. With 9 saves and 3 high claims, Courtois was named player of the match and entered the record books with the most saves in a Champions League final, and in a single game in Real Madrid history. While I say it felt like Courtois had 8 limbs, Jurgen Klopp felt it was even more. Reflecting after stepping aside in 2024, Klopp said his players did well in the 2022 final, practically shooting every 3 minutes. But the Real Madrid goalkeeper had 12 hands. For him, Courtois was the difference. Madrid players were in wrong positions many times, and his team didn't punish them. Not because of great defending, but because of, in his words, that Courtois. That's how good, dominant, and heartbreaking the performance was. Surely it goes down as the greatest goalkeeping display in Champions League final history, maybe in any major final. Never mind an octopus. Is there any creature with 12 arms? That's what Thibaut Courtois was like against Liverpool that night. But before anyone among you remembers a player who dribbled past entire teams, achieved success with Argentina, and made Napoli a dream, Diego Maradona was football itself. The day he passed away was a defining moment. Watch this video, and I'll tell you about his happy and sad moments, right up to the final chapter of his story.